What is up, my friends? Lauren Sisler here with AL.com, hanging out with Jim Dunaway of the JOX Roundtable here in the beautiful Caliber store for all your hunting and fishing needs. And feels like fall, and it feels like football season. Week 6, baby.
A road game for Auburn after the big rain delays against Southern Miss. They play another Mississippi school on the road at Mississippi State, where Danny Sheridan has Auburn as a 3-point favorite. These were two teams that were supposed to contend for the SEC Western Division title, and now the loser in this game is out this week. So this is a crucial game for both the Tigers and the Bulldogs.
Okay, let's ask the crucial questions in 3 and out. First down, Jimmy D. You like my energy? First down, the energy needs to be felt for the offense. That's one thing that has been a huge problem and concern for this Auburn football team. It has been the worst offensive production thus far in the Gus Malzahn era. They got to pick it up. Will they get a 100-yard rusher in this one? Cam Martin close last week with 90.
Well, Boobie Whitlow's status is huge. Auburn's gone, a decade basically with having a 1,000-yard rusher. It's almost automatic. Gus Malzahn and Auburn has a 1,000-yard rusher. They're going to struggle to do that this year, and I think they struggle to get a 100-yard rusher in the Mississippi State game. This game, to me, is going to have to be won with Auburn protecting the quarterback and Jarrett Stidham throwing the quarterback. Mississippi State is good on that defensive line, so I'll say no to the 100-yard rusher.
And I'm going to say no as well. I think that we will see more of Cam Martin, but I think ball distribution will certainly be there. Mississippi State's defense is only giving up 13.3 points per game, holding opponents to just 286 yards per game. So this is a much tougher defense that they're going to face in Starkville.
Speaking of tough defenses, second down, Auburn's scoring defense is elite, tops in the country. How many touchdowns do they give up in the land of the cowbell?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2. This is a big statistic that I'm pointing to. Red zone defense. MSU has been highly efficient in the red zone this season, scoring 13 touchdowns on 17 trips. Highest efficiency in the SEC. On the flip side, Auburn has allowed 4 touchdowns on 11 red zone drives. That's second best in the conference, and they actually lead the nation in only giving up 5 total touchdowns.
I'm going to go 0 again. This will be a game of field goals. 44 is the over and under in this. That's very NFL-like, and I think in this game, I expect this game to be low scoring. It won't be 3-2 for all you Auburn Mississippi State historians, but I do expect Mississippi State to have a small number again like the 6 they had last week against Florida. Auburn wins this game with its defense on the road in a low-scoring affair.
Okay, answer this question for me, Jim. Better quarterback in this matchup. Are you going Jarrett Stidham or Nick Fitzgerald?
This was supposed to be the year of the quarterback in the SEC, and these are two guys that have disappointed compared to where their expectations were. Some were calling Jarrett Stidham a first-round NFL draft pick, leaving early from school, and because of the offensive line play in front of him, his numbers are not where they were expected to be. The same for Nick Fitzgerald coming off the injury. Here's the deal. Jarrett Stidham still completing more passes and at a better rate than Nick Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has been very pedestrian at his completion rate. He's at 50% or below. You take away the run from Mississippi State, Fitzgerald can't throw the football. Advantage Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, I'm going to go advantage Jarrett Stidham as well. To your point, the numbers have not been what we expected for either quarterback coming into this season. Jarrett Stidham had a pretty good outing against Washington. Those numbers slipped. I think the offensive line is going to be a big part of this. They've got to give him time to throw the ball, get his feet settled in, hitting his targets. But really, he had one of his better games against Southern Miss. I think some of the air was taken out of the ball, though, with the rain delay, of course. So I think this will certainly be an interesting matchup. I'm going Jarrett Stidham as well. And now we talk about that rain delay. We are going to our next segment called What Would You Do with a 2-hour and 44-minute rain delay? I'm asking you that question, Jim. If you had to sit in the locker room for 2 hours and 44 minutes, what would you be doing with your time?
3 episodes of Game of Thrones. You could knock out 3 of those as you try to get caught up. That's a fantastic power nap, 2 hours and 44 minutes. It's a very speedy but quality lunch date at 2:44. If you were, swiping left or right on all your newfangled devices, you can knock out during a rain delay a little Tinder or Bumble meetup at Jordan Hare
I'm yelling
Stadium.
Tinder.
Yeah, right though, right?
Yeah.
I'm here in the upper deck. You want to hang out for a little bit? 2 hours and 44 minutes, get to know somebody? All that stuff would work. So you have a lot of options for a rain delay.
For 2 hours and 44 minutes, that's pretty impressive. I, on the other hand, am gonna go with break out the old school game controllers. I got Nintendo, you gotta go Tech Mobile, you gotta keep the mind right a little bit. You get a little football in there.
Brought this to the game?
Yes, for sure. I'm also gonna go N64 Mario Kart, so we'll take it up one notch, because some of these kids probably don't even know what Nintendo is. And then it's gonna be DJ Sisler on the ones and twos, knocking out that 90s music. Oh, by the way,
90s music.
Little tag team, whoop, there it is, little Tootsie Roll. Cotton candy, sweet to go, let me see that Tootsie Roll.
90s music.
90s music. And then we might throw on a little Rihanna Umbrella. We know about Umbrella, right?
It would fit the rain. Most people choose option C, which is drinking, is what they choose.
I drink Diet Coke, Coke Zero, water,
I'm a Diet Coke guy
Gatorade,
too.
Powerade,
Yeah. Some fans choose others.
Monster,
Yeah.
every once in a while. Some fans choose others. So
Yes.
that is, of course, what Jim and I would be doing in our 2 hour and 44 minute rain delay.
She dances, I don't.
Time to make our predictions for this one. And Jim, I'll let you go first. Who are you picking in this one and why?
Oh, this is a tough pick here because both teams it's must win, and they're playing over there with all the noise. Mississippi State's disappointed after not beating Dan Mullen. I think that takes all the air out of this Mississippi State team. Joe Moorhead finally knows what it feels like to coach in the SEC because he's got pressure now. He's disappointed his fan base because he did not beat Dan Mullen. I'm going to say Auburn wins this game in an ugly affair. Give me Auburn 20, Mississippi State 9, 20-9.
All right, low scoring affair. Hold on one sec. Let me slip out of frame here. I got to get my cowbell. It's got paper in it though.
Okay.
You say that noise. You make me think of the Grinch. Noise, 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 noise. So you Auburn fans out there probably think I'm going to pick Mississippi State. Nope, not the case. Ring responsibly, by the way. I'll let you have that for a minute. I'm actually going to pick Auburn as well. I do think that this is a must-win for both teams. Obviously, Mississippi State coming off that loss to Florida, very much of a deflation. He's getting ready. But I'm going to pick Auburn to win this one. I'm going to pick them to cover the spread. You ready to cover
be quiet
yours?
with this thing.
24-20.
Oh, I'm not going to ring it.
Oh.
That's the worst sound
I
in
was
the world.
getting ready. I was getting ready for you.
This is what hell sounds like.
It is amazing, though, when you're in that press box. Real quick, I want to give you guys a little factoid about Mississippi State because Dunaway tells me he's headed to Starkville this weekend.
I am.
Mr. Jim Dunaway has a phobia about things that are wooden, right? Like
yeah.
wooden,
Boy,
eating wooden things.
Share time here on the old video.
So he has this weird thing about it. And so we were in the press
Wooden
box.
sticks.
Wooden sticks. So a few years ago, we're eating out of the Dixie cups. Mississippi State has a tremendous creamery on campus. They deliver ice cream to us in the Dixie cups. And oh, by the way, we're sitting in the press box and all they had no more utensils. And Dunaway was like, oh my gosh, I can't eat with this stick. What am I gonna do? So he takes a plastic knife, breaks it in half, and eats his ice cream with a plastic knife. That's how much he hates wooden sticks.
Yeah, that's how good the ice cream is that you're willing to break a knife and eat with that.
good
Fork
stuff.
was the next option.
Yeah, good stuff. So anyways, you enjoy that ice cream. I'll miss you, buddy. Peace.
This video was brought to you by Caliber, a luxury store in Homewood, Alabama that's reviving the finer things in hunting and fishing.